A very good evening, my loving friends who all are listening to me. As I said the other day, I am coming out with a video to answer all those people who have been spitting on we the Malayalies at this juncture of the massive destruction, pain, and sufferings of our people. Whatever I say, I can say very authentically about we the Malayalis, because I was born and brought up outside Kerala, not in the foreign countries, outside Kerala, in the wildernesses of northeast India, a place called Nagaland, and I came to know my people only at the very late age of 22 years, and I started speaking my Malayalam fluently only after the age of 25 plus. And so I can authentically say how good are the Malayalis. And so listen to this. We in Kerala are amidst the biggest relief and rescue operations of the country after we were battened by the continuous and non-stop rains that started on the May 16th and has been going on till yesterday, the 22nd of August. That is around 3+ months of non-stop continuous rain, which has caused massive floods and destructions to the entire Kerala. And I doubt even one place, except some places in Kasaragod, the entire Kerala was affected. Every individual in Kerala was in one way or the other affected. The scale of destruction of life, properties, livestock, agriculture, forest, and infrastructure is unexplainable, unexpressible in words or any way. When the entire people of Kerala, the state government, the defense of India, all religious NGOs, and every individual of Kerala and outside Kerala are on a large scale operations to reach people even into the inaccessible pockets, some inhuman, or I should say some bees have been spreading virtual media clips, messages, tweets, and videos spitting on our people, fake swamis smashing at our people. And this video is a reply to all of them. I salute the entire Malayalis all around the world who hand in hand with no politics, religion, caste, creed, big, small, rich, poor, no difference, came hand in hand together with just one thing in mind: our fellow Malayalis and our land, God's own country, Kerala. I just salute them because they had nothing else in their mind except that they've been helping physically, mentally, and financially in whatever possible way they could. Imagine even my maid, who is a widow with 2 girls, and one of them is a divorcee, all of them staying in a house She opened up her house, sending out 9 to 10 packets of food, lunch every day for the affected people. It's just, it's just humbling, mind blowing. I really salute the entire Malayalis all over the world. There is not a single Malayali except those useless few who've been commenting because they might have been given some other ways, maybe money or maybe some posts and other things, so that they comment against their own people or do all that stuff. Let me first make a request to each and every Malayali in the world and to others who love Malayalis and love Kerala, God's own country, to share this video as much as possible so that it reaches every nook and corner of the world, so that they know who we the Malayalis are and what Kerala is exactly. Listen and watch carefully and then share it with all your mind and with a personal view of yours. After I introduce what we the Malayalis are, I will answer to this beast. By doing so, if the Facebook and any other virtual media blocks me, I would be least bothered of it. If the law of the now undemocratic India sues me for what I say, answer to this beast, as I put it, beast. They are not even worthy to be called beast. I would accept it with pride and dignity for the people of my land, the Malayalis. Now listen, to those who don't know what is Kerala, geographically itself, Kerala is totally different from any state of India. The entire Kerala in one side is covered by mountains, and it joins into Kodag, and Kodag is the only place which is not in Kerala, which has the same climatic situation, almost the same lifestyle and everything with the Keralites. And the other part is totally covered by the sea. Kerala is just blessed. It's a God's own country. Don't think that we had coconuts brought from somewhere and planted here. Don't think that we brought black pepper from somewhere else and started cultivating here. Don't think that the jackfruits came from somewhere. It was all been there in the wildernesses of this beautiful state called Kerala. This wonderful state called Kerala, created by the Creator for himself, and that is called God's own country. You take the Hindu scenario, it is said that Parashuram created this land for himself with everything in it, and that's why you take any religion, Kerala was created for God, for himself, and for the people who live there. He made it abundantly filled with nature's gifts. Of course, the agricultural scenario became greater and greater and bigger with the technological advances, and we are the biggest exporters of spices, rubber and other agricultural stuff. Well, so we have a very different, totally different geographical scenario wherein Kerala is the only state in India which gets both the southwest monsoon and the southeast monsoon. The moment the southwest monsoon enters Kerala hills, it's trapped and it does not escape to other states wherein they don't get the rains as much as we get. The southeast monsoon is trapped by the hills, and only those clouds that flow above the mountains go to the other states. This has made Kerala a place where we get 200 to 210 days of rain every year. What a blessing. Come and see Kerala. It is just green and green and green. The moment you step into any checkpoint, whether it is from Palgad or from Kumli or from Trivandrum when you come, or from Chengote when you come, the moment you step into Kerala, you will know it is Kerala. From the smell of the place, from the people, and from the beauty of the place. Now coming into another part. We have been into trading with Arabian countries, the Chinese, the Europeans. For thousands of years, we have been trading on spices for thousands of years. Go into the history, you can find it. And so we've been exposed to the people of the world for many centuries, and not yesterday. The Keralites started migrating to countries like Brunei, Malaysia, and other places wherein the rest of Indian people used to go to Britain because the Britishers were ruling them, and they were taken there as slaves or as workers or as so and so and that and all. But the Kerala people, even before the independence, started going off to Brunei, Malaysia, and other places. Now coming into other things, the Chinese and the Israelis had their settlements many years back, and the Chinese nets are more than 100 fishing nets are more than 100 or 200 years old, and you still find them in our state. You find the biggest synagogue in Asia apart from Israel in Kerala. So we have the settlements of Gujaratis, Indians, many other people who are settled in Kerala because this is the safest place in India. Education started developing 200 to 300 years back because our kings and queens insisted on it. We have abolished caste system and other things much before India became free from the Britishers. Caste system and creed and other things do not actually exist in Kerala even before our country became independent. There is no gender difference between a female and male, wherein Kerala is the only place where a female is treated equivalent or maybe higher than that. So we are much more blessed by that even. Now come to the Hindus of Kerala. People are talking about religious scenario. The Hindus of Kerala. Show me one state in India where the Hindus of Kerala can be compared in any way with the other state Hindus. Let it be even the South Indian states. We, the Keralites, give maximum respect the Hindus, and the rest of the Keralites give maximum respect to one god of the Hindus, that is called Sri Ayyappa. Would you believe that the pilgrims that go to Shabrimala goes into a mosque first and then dances on the street and then proceed to Shabrimala, because the most closest friend of Lord Ayyappa was a Muslim. 90%, I would say, people might say no, 90% of the Hindus of Kerala eat beef, they eat everything. 90%. Of course, whenever we have a marriage ceremony and other things, the Hindus serve vegetarian Kerala, perfectly traditional Kerala dishes, and that we all, every single Malayali does that during the Onam and other festivals of Kerala. We also go in for total vegetarian traditional Kerala dishes. Coming back to Christians of Kerala, you know, the Christians of Kerala are totally different from the Christians of the rest of the country. Christians of Kerala are said to be the oldest Christians of the world after maybe the Israelis, the Jewish who became Christians. That is, our Christianity is as old as AD 54 when St. Thomas is said to have come in. I don't know whether he came or not, but the Christians of Kerala are the oldest and they are more powerful, and they are the families. Even me, I am a Christian, but I am a human first, and I am a Malayali, and there is no difference in Kerala between a Christian, a Hindu and a Muslim, because we are just Malayalis. So the Christians, the old Christians, except the new converts, are from families, the highest of Hindu families, Brahmin families. The Muslims of Kerala, it is entirely different from any state Muslims, totally different. They are just royal. The Muslims of Kozhikode, the Muslims of Malappuram, the Muslims of Kannur, except the Muslims who came from Tamil Nadu and settled here in Kerala, the rest of the Muslims are royal Muslims, and they have no difference between the Hindus and Christians or Muslims. Check into the churches of Kerala. Look into the temples of Kerala. For an example, I'll give you the temple in Omalur, my place, where my mother's house is. It is to the wonders of the rest of the Hindus of this country that many temples of Kerala take the first light during the festive of that temple from the Christian house, and the Omalur temple takes the light. They go to the house of my mother, which is a Christian house family, just opposite to the temple. Visit them, take their blessings, and start the festival of the temple, which is once in a year. There are plenty of places like that. Plenty of places like that. The Christians, the Hindus, the Muslims are just one. They are not two or three or anything. They are just one. They are just one, and we have nothing in our mind except that we are Malayalis, living apart our religion, living apart everything. We are Malayalis. We are the number one state in India, and in every aspect we are the number one state. Take any aspect, and we are the number one state in India. And our living standards are equivalent, yes, very true, equivalent to the middle class European and lower middle class European people. We are proud of it. Why should we be bothered when our standards are so high? Because we've been developing, our people have been sweating their blood in the European countries, in the US, in Malaysia, in Brunei, in Canada, name it, any place, including Papua New Guinea and other places, there would be a Keralite there. And literally Gulf is ruled by Keralites. We in Kerala are, just blessed by God. Just blessed by God. There is no limits that God has blessed us. And now coming to this flood and disaster. There have been small, minute, loopholes wherein some dams were opened late and other things. But nobody expected this, because this happened only in 1924, that is Malayalam year 99, we say. We say 99's flood. But I doubt any of those generations are alive. So the people who are living today have never seen a flood like this. And this flood, I would say, scientifically, I would say it was much more in magnitude, twice or thrice in magnitude to that 1924 flood, because the rivers were not even half as shallow as what it is today, or not even shallow as it is today. The lands have been lifted. Even the road that leads from my house to the town have been lifted more than 6 feet. Many of the lands have been lifted higher. So trespassing all this, the water started climbing the mountains. Kerala, like people say that the forests have been destroyed and other things. No, yes, there have been, but comparing to the rest of the world and comparing to the rest of the states of India, Kerala's forests are well intact. We the Malayalis, we are scared of cutting a tree. Me, if I cut a tree, I would plant 10 trees before I cut a tree. And every Malayali will have at least even a 2 cent, a person with just 2 cents of land would have a tree in that property. So Kerala is just blessed, and it is so green. It is so green that you cannot even imagine of the greenery if you have not seen Kerala. So the disaster happened because of the rains, the non-stopping rains, the continuous rains for 3+ months, that not a single state in India has seen that. Not even Kerala has ever seen that, to the memories of anyone who is alive. So nobody could predict anything. No one could predict anything. The water flow was so heavy to the dams that it was twice or thrice more than that they were releasing from the dam. I do agree that there have been some loopholes, but it was not predicted. And we, the Kerala people, the entire Kerala people, you would cry if you see the entire Kerala that is affected. You would cry if you see that. Now let me come to the answers that I'm going to give these beasts, as I term them. The beast, as I term them. Perfect beast, or I should say even the animals have better sense than what these people say. There is one stupid idiot who came out with a comment, an audio clipping on the WhatsApp, and it started becoming viral. And I know, and the entire Kerala knows why it has become viral, because of the social media media handling of the now ruling BJP is the cause of it becoming viral. But it was good that all this became viral, so that our people, the Malayalis, came to know about all this, and we have in fact got the clear picture of everyone. Thus, one Mr. Suresh Kochatir, I don't know what is his name. Where I actually don't know whether he is a Malayali. But if he is actually a Malayali, you are a bloody disgrace to the entire Malayalis. Disgrace to the entire Malayalis. You are just abominous to the land you are born. You are not even worth to be called a Malayali. You are not even worth to be called, what should I say? I will end with the words that I have to call you, because a phrase that the defense and others use, MFB, is too less for you. The other guy called Mohandas, who's been tweeting that the UN should not be helping Kerala people, and all those tweeters, who are you to say all this? The world loves we the Keralites. The world loves we the Keralites, and we are proud, we are humbled, we are proud that the world loves us. And that's why they are helping us. That's why they are opening their hearts to us, showing their hearts to us in the way that they are giving us crores and crores of rupees, which no other state, no other place was ever offered. No other place was ever offered in the history of any disaster like this. You are a disgrace to the entire country. You people are just disgrace to the entire country. You should not be even called Indians. You should not be even called Indians. You should be called something else. Ho, there comes another fake, useless, stupid, unwanted, inhuman beast called Chakrapani. How did you become a Swami? Swamis usually have wisdom, and they don't talk like this. They never talk bad about even their enemies. They don't talk bad about any religion. They don't talk bad about any religion. Look at the greatest Swamis of the world. They have never talked bad about any religion. And you, having wisdom, you don't, I doubt you have wisdom, a little of wisdom even in your bloody, that part. I doubt. I really doubt. Ajay Gautam, you are such an illiterate, ignorant fool to say that the Hindus of Kerala are less than the rest of the people, when the Hindus of Kerala are 55%. You are such an illiterate idiot to say that it is because we ate beef that we had this flood. This Chakravani says that Uttaranchal had floods because they had honeymoons. Shame on you. Are you a human being? Are you a human being? I mean, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. You know what have you done? Let me tell you. Our great grandfathers were peace lovers, and they just let people come to their land for trading and go back happily. Our grandparents were such loving people that they just loved the Israelis, the Chinese, the Gujaratis, and others to settle down here and treat them like our own people. Our parents were academics, and they started spreading all over the world, educating people, sharing their knowledge, and bringing up people in every part of the country, in every part of the world. Every part of the world they reached, they were trying to share their knowledge to the fellow human being. And you say that we were cursed by the world. The world loves us. The world loves us so much. And to actually conclude this video, let me call you some words that, I have to actually coin some phrase to call you bad names, because as I told you, the worst of worst is saying MFB, but that's not enough for you. So let me just turn to my language and tell you that I have not seen even one Hindu society of Kerala who actually did the relief work for only the Hindus. I have not seen even one Hindu who have been working for only the Hindu in Kerala during this distress. They were working for a Malayali. I have not seen even one Muslim Malayali who worked for only the Muslims. I have not seen even one Christian who worked for only Christians. Don't you have shame to tell us we worked for the Malayalis? Show me one Hindu, as you have said, one Hindu who worked for only the Hindu. Only the Hindu. Show me one Hindu, Kerala Hindu, Malayali who worked only for the Hindu. Show me one, and I'll shave my half mush and come and fall on your bloody legs and then worship you like a god or fact. Sorry, I'll use my own Malayalam language to name you. Edda, ഇതിക്കുള്ളൊരു ചീത്ത ഒരു മനുഷ്യനെ വിളിക്കാനില്ലടാ. ഡിസ്ട്രസ്, നിന്നെപ്പോലൊരു നാറിയോനെ വിളിക്കാൻ, നിങ്ങളെപ്പോലെ നാറിയന്മാരെ വിളിക്കാൻ ഇതിൽ കൂടിയ ഒരു മലയാള തെറിയില്ല. ആൻഡ് ഞാൻ 26ാമത്തെ വയസ്സ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ മലയാളം പറയാൻ തുടങ്ങിയ, പക്ഷേ നിനക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഈ തെറി ഞാൻ പറയുന്നു. പഞ്ചവരാതി പരബ്രഹ്മ സാഹസറക്കുന്ന പൂറിമോനെ മൈരെ, മലയാളികളെ ചുമ്മാ വിട്ടേര്. മോദിയുടെ പുറകിൽ 2 മലയാളികൾ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, അവനെ പ്രൈം മിനിസ്റ്റർ ആക്കാൻ 2 മലയാളികൾ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, 10,000-കണക്കിന് ലക്ഷ മലയാളികളുണ്ട്. അതേ ബ്രെയിനും അതിൽ കൂടിയ ബ്രെയിനും ഉള്ള മലയാളികൾ. നിന്നെ ഭസ്മമാക്കാൻ നീയൊക്കെ വിതച്ച് ആ ദേഷ്യം, നോർത്ത് ഇന്ത്യനോടുള്ള ദേഷ്യം അതെപ്പോഴാ പൊട്ടുന്നതെന്നറിയത്തില്ല. സൂക്ഷിച്ചോളൂ. Thank you, friends, and I would like you to just stop sharing all these idiotic posts of these guys and let the world know, sharing this video to them. Thank you. And to conclude, stay away from us. We the Malayalis can take care of ourselves. We know how to take care of ourselves. We know how to bring the money from outside. We know how to take care of our fellow people. We are one. We don't have the difference of Hindu. We don't have the difference of Muslim. We don't have the difference of Christians. We don't have the difference of any caste or creed. We are just one, and we are called the great Malayalis of this wonderful God's own country, and we will again become God's own country with might and power 10 times of what we are now.